Namaste and Om Namah Shivaya. We've had very interesting and very deep discussion about Kailash Mansarovar with Mr. Gokul Dhakal. So if you have ever planned to go to Kailash Mansarovar, you should definitely watch this video because we have discovered lots of truth and busted lots of myths. So make sure you stay till the end and definitely join Gokul Dhakalji in his journey ahead. Mount Kailash and Lake Mansarovar are not just a place found in a map. It's sacred and it's all about faith and divine consciousness. Today, we have in our studio Mr. Gokul Dhakal, who has gone to these places and is going to uncover the truth from his life experience, from his first-hand experience in those places. Namaste, Gokul Dhakalji. Welcome to this podcast.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here.
So I'll start with the first question. And the first question is, do you really think Lord Shiva lives in Mount Kailash? Like, is it really the pathway to heaven?
Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. The blissful state of me is Shiva. To meet with Shiva, you don't need to go Kailash, but we believe his physical and non-physical, his formless form is still in Kailash. Like various Puranas and scriptures, they have been describing all about Shiva. His presence is felt in Kailash because that is why it is a center place for earth. Like the whole lot of Hindu pilgrims, Buddhist pilgrims, Jain and Bon. So there's 4 major religions. People, they go in Kailash to meet Shiva, and feel his formless form. So earlier, like 100 of years back, there was no road to Kailash. It was in the middle of the Himalayas. People were walk for 100 of kilometers to reach there. So it was a very tough journey, and sometimes people who go there don't even return back because it is so hard. Because there is less oxygen, and you go 100 of kilometers. There is wild animals all around. So those person who come back is equally considered sacred, and to see or touch that person was very much holistic. So that much auspicious was Kailash before. And then people who used to go with ghee or milk or yogurt or rice or sesame seeds or barley, whatever they had it with them. So that is what they offered to Shiva when they went to Kailash. Still, we have that traditions of offering these things like flowers, or if you don't have anything, you just offered him leaves. He is Volenath, so he accepts everything, whatever people donate or give with pure heart. So Shiva is definitely there. His presence is felt in there, and that is why Kailash is regarded as a doorway to heaven. So it is a place where people can actually go and see heaven, feel the presence of heaven while they are alive. Thank you.
Wow.
I want to add you one more example, why you have to be in Kailash. One of our pilgrims who went with us, he used to have back pain most of the time for several years. But once she was in Kailash, she sat on a rock. And she meditated. So once she come out from meditation, all her pain is gone.
Wow.
So that how changes happen in people's life instantly, and even in the long term. One of the person has gastritis. He took sip, Ganga Jal, the water from Mansarovar, because he was thirsty, and that actually healed his disease. And they told from their live experiences when I talked with them after the Holy Yatra, how was the experiences. So there's so many examples, people have shared with me about the changes in the life they have felt. So I will definitely say 100 out of 100 people who have been there will tell you all the positive things about Kailash. Those who haven't been there may not have experienced these things, but if you feel like asking to people who have been there already, they will definitely give you positive feedback. So Kailash is definitely a very sacred place in this earth.
Wow, that's very inspiring, and I think it's inspired me to join you as well soon. But why should we go to the walk? Like, why should we go do the walk to Kailash or walk to Lake Mansarovar?
Thank you. Our soul is born, and we carry this soul with us, like it's a spirit within us from birth to death. But the journey of the soul just continues. Like this room, if you leave it closed, don't open it. Do you think this room gonna be clean or messy after 10 years?
Well, I'm sure there will be lots of dust, but I'm not sure how.
So similarly, our spirits, our life, we need to clean it, purify it over the time, because when we are living and doing all the activities, we collect all the bad and good karmas. So spirits have to be clean. Our soul has to be clean every time. So doing like puja or going to the temple or going to the holy place like Kailash actually purifies your soul, like you are doing a deep cleaning of your room. So that is why we say, at the end of the life, when we are pure and clean, and then the next journey after the death becomes easier, because we don't need to come again as a human to suffer the same problems, because we left it dirty and messy. So we don't want to go leaving all the mess behind. So that is why going to Kailash is also part of a ritual, cleaning our soul and spirit, our bad karmas, which is hanging with us not only in this life, but it is believed 7 past lives. Karma can also be deleted when you go there and offer worships. So your mental and physical changes definitely happen, like I said already.
Okay, wow. It is inspiring. But also it is believed that Lord Shiva is the one who chooses someone whether can even go to Mount Kailash or not. Is that really true? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Yes. You need to apply visa with Shiva to go Kailash. You have to actually, to make it happen, you have to wish. Whenever you want to go Kailash, it's not like going on any other tours. So thousands of people actually wish to go Kailash, but only a few hundreds can actually reach there, because you have to be very close with Shiva in terms of going to Kailash. You have to have that purity in your heart, and Shiva only chooses only selective peoples to teach them, to give them more lessons, or to heal them. So definitely you need to work out on applying with Shiva first, and then other things gradually will fall in place, and it will make you easy. Thank you.
Wow. All right, now let's move on to the next question. Does time really travel differently there? Like, we've heard of people, growing beards faster. They can see the change, and also the nails grow quicker. You grow older quicker. That's what we've heard all the time. So is that really true? Like, did you experience that as well?
Yes, I've felt time travels very differently in Kailash. I mean, not fast, but time goes slow. So that means people actually, I have found people living there for hundreds of years, and I have also heard people have been living in Kailash in cave regions for, like some yogis and Siddhi, Babas, they have been living for 300-400 years. That means time goes really slow, and you can actually live there. Like, I personally felt I was not hungry for 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah, I only drank some water and a chocolate bar or something, but I didn't even feel hungry. So that means time goes slow. Talking about growing nails and hair fast, I think that is a kind of myth, because people don't work on those travel times. So usually if you don't do any physical task or anything, you're definitely, and you are not grooming there because there is no such facilities. So it looks like your hair is growing or your beard is growing, your nail is growing, because you don't trim your nails on those yatra, especially those 12 days yatra in Tibet. So Kailash, people actually, if you go when you are 40, you come back as a 30-year-old, because you become more younger version of you in terms of your health and fitness and your mental thoughts and everything. But in terms of talking about your maturity and what you have learned, you come out as 50-year-old, because you have grown up, you have learned a lot of different things within those period when you are in Kailash. So you come out more as a matured version of you. I think that's why they are saying people grow old in terms of maturity, but they grow actually younger in terms of physical differences, if you want. So that is why time is very different in Kailash.
Wow, I think that could be the sole reason to just travel, right?
Yes.
Growing, you look younger, you feel younger, and your health goes younger, but you actually grow older in terms of your mental capacity, your understanding, and your maturity. Wow, I think everyone wants to be in that position.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to the next question. Do you really, in what ways you think Kailash is a mystical place?
Kailash is mystical and magical, definitely, because in outside it looks one, but it is different inside. Because outside, if you just look at Kailash, it just looks like a normal mountain, but inside it is very different. For a spiritual seeker, it is doorway to cosmos. For like bhakti, religious people, it is like a temple. It's like a mandala. For geographic people, for anthropologists, for engineers, for scientists, Kailash always has something for each kind of different various studies. Whatever you want to go and look into Kailash, you can find in Kailash. Like some people see Shiva in the rock. Some people find various other things through the rock. So there is lots of mysteries and magical mysteries, in Kailash and Mansarovar regions, you can find, definitely.
Now, this is 21st century. Not everyone do prayers or do pujas at home or even go to temples. Why should they go in this religious tour?
That's a good question. I'll say there is several sacred places like Kailash all over the earth, not just in Kailash. So Kailash is considered as the crown of the earth, like Axis Mundi. That is why we call it. Similarly, like the bottom, like the Muladhara, there is just 7 chakras. So the earth also has those 7 chakras in various different locations. So talking about Muladhara, the root chakra, there is the mountain called Mount Sahasta in Western California. So like the Swadhisthana chakra is also in Lake Titicaca in Peru. Similarly, like Uluru in Australia is considered as our sacred solar plexus. So the heart is considered the Stonehenge in UK. Have you seen these big bulges of stones? Yeah. So similarly, these places are very sacred and very holy in terms of what kind of energy you want to receive. That is why like Sahasra chakra or the crown chakra is regarded as Kailash, where you can actually access to the universe from here, being on earth. And doesn't matter whether you are in 21st century, 22nd century, 24th century, the human problems, human life, human emotions are going to be the same. The same greed, same love, same lust, same jealousy, same hatred. It's not gonna leave us. So to fix us is when you go through these places and you channelize those energy within you, is the only medium how you can actually fix yourselves. So I think Kailash is one of the most prominent places where you can remove all those negative traits in our body and purify our inner soul, and where you can actually reach to the higher dimensions.
Wow, this is a whole new information for me. I should sit down with you and then discuss which place and what should I do to travel to these places. This is really amazing. Now, going to Kailash, it does need a lot of preparation. It's not easy walk. So how do you think we should be prepared to go, or let's say to get the best out of this journey?
Thank you. Kailash, that is why Kailash is regarded as one of the most challenging journey or Tirtha Yatra one takes in life, because we go through various kind of challenges. Like, I'll talk about physical challenges first. Physically, you have to be in that altitude over 4,000, 5,000 meter, where there is less oxygen, very hard terrain, and it's a new atmosphere in Tibet, in China. So it is physically, and also we do parikrama, which is 50-60 kilometer of walking. You have to actually walk on those terrains, where over 5,600 meters you have to also go. So walking without any support, especially if you can, but there are supports available. But to go there is itself a physical challenge. People go through emotional challenge, like where you are away from all those comforts, away from your family, away from so many things, and you are taking entirely a difficult challenge for yourself. So people go through lots of emotional challenges, and like tapasya is mainly an emotional challenge when people have to take it when they do anything like this, because it is when you do tapa, then only you can transform your life. So people go through physical, emotional, and mental challenges. The mental and emotional are same, and some people may also maybe have a financial challenge, because it usually costs $5,000 to $6,000 for an entire tour, like including everything. But the whole trip is very much organized for 19 days. So everything is organized, but challenges are part of us, within us. So what you are going there for, first of all, you need to make your mind. So suppose you are going for bhakti, or you are going there to transform your life, to make what you're looking for. So make that mind, and Shiva will assist you on that journey. So every kind of people, spiritual people or religious people, everybody who are tourist, everybody will feel challenged there, because without these challenges you can't meet Shiva. So to have that transformations, we have to go through those challenges, but take it lightly and enjoy those challenges. So don't suffer in those challenges, ride on them, and you can get a beautiful view of the whole experiences.
Wow. Don't suffer, just ride. That's perfect. Now, what are the interesting things, or let's say the interesting truth you found out about Mount Kailash and Lake Mansarovar while you were there?
Kailash is situated 6,666 meter from the North Pole, and it is double from the South Pole if you calculate the distance to Kailash from the South Pole, and 6,666 meter from the Stonehenge, which is the Heart Anahata Chakra in UK. So it is situated in one of the prime location on the world, in the world. So Kailash has 4 distinctive rivers come out of Kailash, like Brahmaputra, Indus, Satluj, and Karnali. So these are quite amazing to see. And also Kailash has 2 different distinctive lakes, like called Yin and Yang in Chinese Feng Shui. Like there's Lake Mansarovar and Rakshastal. So Lake Mansarovar is a pure water lake where there's birds and animals, like animals habitat. But the Rakshastal, which is a dark side of lake, it's a salty water. Like they are close to each other, but they have different nature tendencies of each. So all these are very different interesting facts when you go and see in Kailash. And also when you are in the Mansarovar region, you can feel alien movements, especially at night, like stars falling in the lake. Yes, magical lights happening. We actually saw from our own eyes. So there's nothing like a fancy or fictional. It is the real stories people actually have captured in cameras as well, like the lights emerging from the lake and just disappearing in the sky, and all these things are very interesting. You can find in Mansarovar Lake. Also, I have found Kailash, like it's actually is a place where to me, because all the rock structures I can see, it is out of this world, because nowhere there is in the bottom of the mountain you can feel the water has come from the moon, and landed on Kailash. So that kind of terrain has been built, like there is no soil, there's just rocks everywhere. Kailash hasn't been climbed by anyone. So Kailash is actually never been climbed because certain energies in the mountain, everybody has failed. So far, even researchers or scientists or climbers, they couldn't have succeeded reaching top of Kailash. They also believe Manjushri, which is a Buddhist monk, has climbed the top of the mountain only. But for me, I think it is not true, because I don't think any monk will try to show off himself going in top of the mountain that I can climb here. So it is just a story, but I don't know how far it is true. So there's lots of other interesting facts, like Kailash is actually shaped like a pyramid. 3 steps. There are also very extraordinary peoples, like enlightened sadhus and rishis have reached to Kailash as well, like Rishabdev, Mahavir, Guru Nanak, Sadguru, Saptarishis actually. And there are so many other enlightened people are still going, and they have been to Kailash. That is why it is very interesting place to be. You can find a lot of knowledge are encrypted in the mountain, where people can easily accessible if you are open. If you are open and interested to learn, Shiva will definitely help.
Wow, that's really interesting, and so many things. I think I can just envision the lake and everything, the rivers, in my mind, it's really divine. Now let's move on to the last question, I would say. So are you organizing the Kailash Mansarovar trip every year? In what ways the pilgrims will be benefited from this trip?
Yes, we will be organizing hopefully every year for now. Can I ask you a question? Like, sure. What is your favorite food?
I like every food, to be honest, but my favorite would be the mithais.
Laddus,
mithais, yes.
Do you have any particular restaurant you go?
Here, Punjabi Birsha is where I go.
Okay. So, you just go there once, or you go oftenly?
Well, I go every now and then because I love eating mithais. So yeah.
Kailash is also such a place, like people, once is not enough, There is so much thing if you realize it has to offer you. So for me also, going to Kailash, I don't want to end up just going once. I want to test it more and frequently. So going every year so far is my plan. And what ways we are different is we going on a 19 days journey. That means we get very acclimatized with that weather conditions, altitude, sickness and everything. because most of the travel people, they organize and coordinate this for only 13 days, 15 days. It's a very short and quick journey, and that way people actually suffer in terms of physical and emotional imbalances happening within them. So going slowly and steadily and with whole preparations, like we actually prepare ourselves 6-7 months earlier before the trip, like walking in different locations here. And so preparing ourselves is must, and that's what we do. And also we train people about yoga, how is breathing techniques and other things, so that actually a whole lot of people who have been going with us can facilitate with the services we provide, and actually make the whole parikrama of the mountain. Walking 50-60 kilometer is not a joke if we are not prepared. So our goal is to facilitate everybody to go there, not just see Kailash, but experience the divine within. So in that way we are little different. And also we do morning yogas throughout the journey, like for 19 days, morning yogas, and evening we have satsang, and we have chanting like prayers, bhajan, kirtan. So wherever accessible we do that. So the whole purpose of this journey is a journey, self journey of discovery within us. So it is not like a picnic or a honeymoon trip. It's more like a spiritual journey. That's what we wanted to make it for everybody, to discover something new within them and to find a new way in their life. So that is why I think we are a little different from the rest of the travel people or travel partners. Thank you.
And okay, I think I said that was last question, but I have one more question in my mind. How should our viewers, or how should we contact you to join you in this spiritual journey?
You can contact me through my number 0404 224 425. It's in Australia. Or you can contact me in Facebook, WhatsApp me if you are interested, or you can email me. My email is Gokul Dhakal, GOKULDHAKAL 01@gmail.com. So these are the channels where actually you can connect with me and inquire more about Kailash. So it's people's decision. So to go to Kailash is sometimes it's a lifetime opportunity to be in the place of Shiva itself. So take this opportunity when you are physically fit and healthy, because people always think that going to Tirtha Yatra is when you are old, but Kailash you suffer when you are old because you can't walk, you can't breathe properly. So you have to be there when you are young and physically fit, and take it whatever comes very easily when you are healthy and fit.
Makes sense. Wow, thank you so much for your time and sharing your experience. We have busted lots of myths, uncovered lots of truth, and it's been really eye-opening for me, and I'm sure for all our audience as well. And well, what I've taken away from today is going on Mount Kailash is not just about going there on a journey, but it's about rediscovering yourself, getting into your spiritual self, and also uncovering yourself in that journey. So I hope all our viewers who have ever thought of going to Kailash will be joining you, and they will have an amazing journey and grow 10 years older, mature in terms of maturity, and grow 10 years younger in terms of health and prosperity.
Yes, true.
Well, we've come to the end of our podcast, but do you have any last words that you want to share with our audience?
Definitely. First of all, I want to thank my travel partners, Kailash Journeys, who have been doing the amazing job in looking after all the pilgrims throughout this trip. And last year, my travel coordinator partner, Ras Pandeji, he helped me a lot throughout this journey. And all the pilgrims who supported me, and guides and cooks and everybody who have been doing last year and also going to be part next year. So I want to be very thankful for all this opportunity. And for the common people, I will say we always prepare ourselves for the future, but we never use that preparations. Like, I mean, we want to save money for future, we want to save our health for future, we want to always postpone things for future, but we never live in the present. Like, when we have time and energy, when we are in good conditions, like we keep a new model car in the garage, we never drive it because we assume we're going to use it in future. So what is the point of having a brand new car? So I mean, when you have something with you, enjoy from the day one. Celebrate life as you live. Don't postpone for anything for the future. So going to Kailash, don't leave it for 10 years after, or I mean, like when you are 60 plus. So those things actually transform your life now. You can start feeling the changes straight away when you go to Kailash. So make it happen as soon as possible. Be there and feel that change within you. So that's what I want to wish to everybody, to have good health and stay blessed. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.